All right, so while you're in tech and you're doing everything that you supposed to be doing, you have to ask yourself, is your job's at risk? Or let's just talk about right now, you haven't been laid off. And I want for you to listen to this, because even if your job isn't at risk, how do you continue to showcase yourself so that you climb those levels that we were just talking about? Many times we don't get opportunities because we don't self-promote ourselves. We're scared of promoting ourselves. And part of you guys getting to the money, or part of you not being at risk, is to promote yourself. Talk about your achievements within your company. I can tell you like this. A lot of times they say there's pay gaps between women and minority groups. You read all the statistics. These guys aren't, the pay is not the same, and it's pay inequalities and things of that nature. But it's also research that says that many women and many minority groups do not promote themselves. They don't self-promote. And I'm going to tell you like this. It's important for you to self-promote yourself, because if you don't, nobody else is going to. You have to communicate your value to others. What is it that you bring to the table? No different than in a relationship. You have to communicate your value. What is your brand? What is your personal brand? What are you known for? Think about this, identifying those strengths that you have, those unique qualities, and use that to create a compelling narrative about yourself. I had to learn this, guys. I really had to learn this, but it's helped. Outside of being known as the guy with the deep voice and the radio voice and the guy who has really good equipment, I'm also known as somebody who can get stuff done. Results, deliver results. That's what people say about me. Give it to Anton, it's going to get done. Don't know how he figures it out. He just figures it out. So you have to create a narrative about yourself, and you have to talk about yourself. You have to. Otherwise, nobody will. I think about it. I tell people all the time, hey, you know what? I come on here on a Saturday or in our morning shows. Man, you know what? We just crushed quota this quarter. I'm proud of that. I'll talk about that internally as well, too. I just made President's Club. We just ended our year on a high note. I just closed 2.25. We just resolved this customer's big issue. You have to self-promote yourself, guys, and you have to speak your personal brand. You got to do that with the people who it really matters to, not to your friends, your peers that can't help you get to where you need to get to. I mean, like, yeah, you will. That's where the practice starts at. But it should be to the people that are ultimately responsible for you moving up or down in the company. Share updates on how things are going. Seek out opportunities for recognition. Be part of that big project. Volunteer. Create a business plan for one of the business units. All these things are things that you can do to stand out to your leaders, to ultimately be at less risk of losing your job. That's one. But also to get you up to that salary that you ultimately want to get to. That's what it is. Then you'll be one day the CRO making 340 to 520. God damn! The Life of Cam's YouTube channel. My brother Kamal just graduated from Western Governors University with a master's in information technology management. Brother Kamal Miller. Check him out. U.S. Navy. Crushing it. Good brother of ours. Round of applause. I'm going to shout out to our brother Damien as well, too, who's been putting in the work and getting interviews lined up to break into tech sales as well. Shout out to brother Damien. What's up, ladder climbers? It's Antoine Wade. I wanted to interrupt this video to talk to you guys about Course Careers. Course Careers is the place that you guys need to go if you have a high interest into tech sales. They will help you gain the skills that you need so that you can enter the tech sales world to make a whole bunch of money. Tech sales salaries early on is about $60,000, guys. That's a good salary. And with OTEs, you can make anywhere from $85,000 to $90,000. If you have an interest in tech sales, check out Course Careers, link in the description. And don't forget to use Antoine50 so that you can get a $50 discount off of Course Careers. See you guys in tech sales. And shout out to brother John, who just broke into tech sales as well, too, who I just shared on a LinkedIn. Brother Marvin's in the house. I recently completed the Level Careers Tech Sales Closer Masterclass, and the course is simply rotten with gems. I am also getting the sales job offers on almost a daily basis. Tech sales is the move. I love it, brother Marvin. Good brother of ours who's crushing it, getting ready to become an account executive. And guess what, guys? Marvin has been in sales for 8 months, if that. Was making $40,000 a year. Now he's making 90. Completely life-changing for him. Completely life-changing. Shout out to Brother Marvin for putting in that work and getting ready to level up to become a account executive. Brother PBO is in the house. Good to see you, my man. CJ Moore is in the house as well, too. Why would tech sales grow when companies are cutting spend across the board? Who would make the call to do any purchasing when everything is overly inflated? Let me tell you like this, man. Just because they stop spending, it doesn't mean that your company isn't getting money. Because what ultimately happens is this, CJ. You go into a tech company. Let's just say you have to manage an existing account. And they have a renewal coming up because your platform is mission critical. And they're paying $1 million a year for that mission critical solution. You have to renew them. You have to put in work to make sure that they stay for another 3 years with a 7% increase. You get that money. The company gets to save that money. That is growth within the company. So yes, there are some companies that are limiting spending, companies who are hurting, but there's also companies that are saying, you know what, we haven't had that opportunity to invest. We have the funds. We're going to buy. And there's still companies that are buying. So not only is tech sales for growing revenue, it's keeping it as well. And companies want to make sure that they keep their revenue. And who are the best people to help them do that? Salespeople. Because let's just say a company says, you know what, I don't want that solution anymore. But if your company has a replacement solution, you guys can sell them that for what they were paying for the previous solution, keeping the company's revenue. You also get an opportunity to keep that business, which ultimately is a sale for you. So it's not just about growing revenue. It's also about keeping it and stabilizing it. So tech sales companies, or not even just tech sales companies, companies in general, they need that. They need that. Whether they have the budgets to spend or not, they need that. And there's some companies at this point in time, they have big budgets still. They're not going to cut their IT budgets because they have projects that they need to get done in order for the company to become even more efficient or cut costs. In some cases, that's what software and tech does. Okay, created by Leon. Worked as an insurance adjuster and did sales at Foot Locker. You think this is enough to get into tech sales? It is if you get the training. You need the training created by Leon. That's why I would advise you to work with our partner, Tech Course Careers, or even Level Careers. You need the training. You don't understand the vernacular. You don't understand the processes that is in tech sales. But you can learn it really, really quick. You can Google it online if you don't choose to go to a boot camp of Course Careers or Level Careers or Careers, any of those. You can learn it online. You have to study though. I would agree. NCGNTO, the best way to learn is to touch the stuff. Absolutely. Cloud is a good area. They still need system admins and NetOps engineers. Absolutely. There's tons of tech companies that's hiring. Just to show you all, right? Because many of you guys maybe don't even use LinkedIn. Jump on LinkedIn. Just type in the sales development rep. Search for jobs. Look how many results that is. 154,000. Account executive. 202,000. And companies aren't hiring for tech sales. Type in software engineer. 343,000. You know what? This is what I should be doing on that one. How many? 343,000. God damn! DevOps. 21,000. You just get rid of engineer. 184,000. Guys, tech is hiring. LinkedIn is showing you it right now.